Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about our research topic, impacts of music on academic performance of college students. Music has been seen to have a powerful mental influence on human beings, and this asks us a question. How does music impact the academic performance of college students? Our research was made with the following objectives in mind: to know and understand the impacts of music on the concentration and memory of students, allowing us to understand how it impacts its performance as a whole. Is there any improvement in the students' performance or not? Moreover, we aim to find out how their music preferences has changed over the pandemic and has their preferences remained same or not. For this research, we had our null and alternate hypothesis, which are: the null hypothesis: students do not get distracted listening to music while studying, which impacts their academic performance. Our alternate hypothesis: students get distracted listening to music, which impacts their academic performance. Methodology: for this research, we are using quantitative research methodology to collect the data. The data were collected through Google Forms, which were then analyzed using Excel and SPSS, also known as the Statistical Package for Social Science. Furthermore, we used the finding average method to summarize the data collected for our research. Result analysis. After collecting and analyzing the data, there were many other findings, but one of the most important findings we could deduct was on whether music helps students improve their concentration and memory, resulting in better performance. One finding showed that students were able to cope with academic stress to music, but our analysis showed that some students got distracted by music, affecting their performance. So the detailed analysis is shown by the graph and the average calculation about how music helps in concentration, memory, and performance as whole. The graph is drawn directly from the data that we collected from 438 respondents and calculated the average from it. Average are calculated on three bases. Number one, ineffective or music does not help. Number two, moderate or music help at a certain level. And third, effective. Out of 438 respondents, on an average, 176 responded that music doesn't help or it distracts them while studying. 143 responded that music helped them at a certain level, like refreshing, boosting energy, and etc. And 117 responded that music helps them to focus or concentrate while studying, in turn improving their academic performance. So, an, so on an average, maximum of the respondents said that music doesn't help on concentration and memory while studying, and it distracts them, hampering their academic performance as a result. The ANOVA test. The next analysis tool which we used is the ANOVA test, also known as the analysis of variances. What is ANOVA test? ANOVA test is used to know if there is significant differences between the means of groups of data. A F statistics and a p-value is generated by the ANOVA test, which assumes if you reject or do not reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is less than the selected significant level, which is normally 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis. But if the p-value exceeds the significant level, the null hypothesis is not rejected. The table shows that significant f or p-value is 0.031, which is less than 0.05. So we reject the null hypothesis that music doesn't distract students of any education levels and accept the alternate hypothesis that music distracts students of different educational levels. Therefore, we were able to understand that music distracts students, diverting their attention, which affects their overall performance. Conclusion. As our main aim of this study is to show how music helps students while studying and thus their performance, we constructed two hypotheses, the null and alternative hypothesis. Since our finding agrees with alternative hypothesis, we conclude that music distracts students while studying, thus affecting their academic performance. Though music has least effect on academic performance, we found out that music helps them with their mental health, coping with stress, and brings positivity to their life. The limitations. Some factors that prevented us from fully achieving a result was the lack of diversity in our sample size. We had many data from the Buddhist students, so we can't see the impacts of music on the academic performance from a different context. Thus, our research could be said to have been made from data collected from a single nationality. Moreover, the questions were close-based, where the answers in the questionnaire were fixed and all research-based, which didn't allow students to state their personal reasons, which might not have been stated in the questionnaire. So finally, our paper would not have been possible without the help of Ransit University for providing us the opportunity to write this research, Ajahn Kathy and Dr. Anna for helping us and providing us with their expert advices throughout this research, Ajahn Srisongruk, our advisor for our continued guidance and support, whose encouragement helped us to get through this difficult research, the ASEAN International Sandbox Conference for providing us the opportunity and the platform to submit our research, and all the students, friends, and family who helped us with our research. So, with that, thank you for your attention.